Hello everyone, I've been on a little bit of a break, focusing on some music for a little bit, but I'm glad to be doing this reading for everyone. This is a little Halloween reading to see what energy is going to have for us this Halloween season. If you can, remember that my links for donations are always below. It always helps, and I appreciate you all so much. Also, please feel free to reach out if you ever want a video reading personalized for yourself. I have my email down below in the description as well. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do a modified star for us to see what the energy is during this time, during this very blessed time. Okay, so what do we have here as our significator? There's so much coming at you so quickly these days. I'm seeing that you're starting to feel slightly overwhelmed by all of the opportunity that's been coming in. And it's sort of both a blessing and a curse. It's almost as though, and I like to make sure everyone knows I'm not a psychic, I'm just an intuitive tarot card reader. I'm picking up on this message that something's happening for you that you've been wanting for a very long time. But now that it's arriving, you're starting to question everything about it. Blessing and curse. But there's a lot of opportunity that's coming in very quickly. And I feel like you're going to various events possibly, or you'll be invited to various events. There's so much more responsibility on your shoulders, perhaps. And it's not, that's the other thing. It's not as though you were blind to any of this. You knew that's what the expectation would be. You're not a fool about this. However, it's the quality of not realizing it would happen as soon as it is. That's, I think, what's throwing you for a bit of a proverbial loop. Yeah, it's throwing you. The responsibilities set in so quickly. The expectations have set in so quickly. All right, so this is a bit of a heavy energy I'm feeling. But at the same time, it's good things are happening. It's just happening at such an accelerated pace that it's shaking you, okay? But it's good things. Good things too fast. Now, what this means for you in this very moment. That's profound. Okay. You're going to have to be very cognizant of what you need to give your attention to. So, in a simplistic way, we can say, learn how to prioritize, honey. However, if we look at it in a slightly more nuanced way, you need to make sure you're emotionally accountable to who you need to be accountable. That's a huge message here. Because I'm slightly concerned that it's possible for you to get swept up in this swiftly changing energy and your new roles that you might be potentially taking on, that you forget there are other people, not that they need you, but there are other people who are also, that's what it is, honey. Okay, so you become very myopic in the way that you're seeing the world at this time. It's all very centered around yourself and your own ego, and wanting everyone to see. It's like, I don't want to say you're making a big deal out of it, but I think you want everyone to see what an effort it is for you. all of the pains that you have to put into transforming yourself as quickly as is demanded, apparently. However, what you're failing to see and what you need to rebalance is the notion that those people around you, all those people around you, you think that you have such a hand that's been dealt. However, you're failing to realize, and this is really what you need to start, I think, energetically rebalancing yourself about. What you're failing to realize in your whole myopia of being is that other people, you may start to look at them with envy. You might start to almost wish or think, for some reason, this is what we do sometimes. We think, oh, these other people, they have it so easy. They have no idea, right? And you look at everything that's on your plate and you're just like, oh, if they only knew what I was contending with. If they only knew. There's this sort of self-pity that goes into it, right? And this martyrdom that I'm seeing occur. You need to rebalance that, because what you're failing to realize is that other people, sure, they have other problems, and those problems, my goodness, compared to what you have potentially at your feet, what is being offered to you, all the potential you have, these are such good problems to have. And that's the one thing you keep failing to realize. And these other people that you want to paint with a broad stroke and say, oh, they have it so much easier than I do. No, they don't. Sure, obviously. No, they don't. Everyone, in a very, once again, simplistic way, we know that everyone has their own struggles that they deal with. However, the difference is that there's something happening for you. It's like some of the best problems to have, because you're working towards something that will fulfill a part of your life that you've been working towards for a very long time. I feel like you're on the brink. You're getting into the meat of like a goal you've had for yourself for a very long time. And that's awesome. You look at other people and you're envious that they might have a lighter load than you do. But think about everything that you are about to enjoy. All the benefits that you will reap from, yes, what you could consider this burden you have right now. You want to keep that hand you've been dealt, honey. You don't want to give that away. And you don't want to take on anyone else's. Please remember that. Okay? So that's what you need to remember in the current energy. And going to the future, let's see what's up with that. Ooh. To the future. Look at this. You are going to really be keeping a close-knit team around you. I'm thinking people who will protect you from any sort of creeping insecurities you might have about your given situation. For example, I think, like I said, I'm really getting this energy that what you've been working towards is finally coming into fruition. So for you, that means you might be feeling incredibly anxious. Maybe there's like an inferiority complex that you're having about your given situation. So I'm almost wondering if it would be, according to this card, very beneficial for you to keep a couple of very close people who have known you through thick and thin, okay? I'm not saying it has to be family, but you want someone who's like a brother, a sister, a cousin to you, okay? Someone who you would trust with like your most prized possessions, your children, your, whatever, your hopes, dreams in this case, is someone you would trust with all of that. You need to build your little network, your little posse. You don't need a huge gaggle of people, but make sure that you have like maybe 2, 3, 4 people who will serve as your sounding board as you continue down this path. Because my worry is, okay, as you become more successful, you're going to have a lot of people who have ulterior motives. You're going to have a lot of people who will say anything just to get you to, I don't know, like them, or there's like a sycophantic quality that I'm also picking up on as well, like someone who just kind of wants your approval. There's no really rhyme or reason to it beyond them just kind of putting you on this pedestal now. And they'd say anything, essentially, to make sure that you approve of them, right? So that's why it's going to be incredibly critical for you, my dear, to make sure that you have some people in your corner who are going to check you, okay? Check you into the boards, okay? You need someone, some people who will say, that ain't it. What are you doing? Let's talk about this. Maybe let's go in a different direction. You need people who are going to really be unafraid to call you on your BS. All right? People who won't allow you to get back on your BS. Hope you've enjoyed this reading, my dear people out there. And like I said, I have links to various ways to donate down below, and that always really helps. And please reach out to me. Send me an email if you'd like your own little reading that I'll create for you. And whenever I create people's personalized readings, it's an unlisted link that only you would have access to, okay? I want to make sure that everyone's privacy is kept completely intact and you could just enjoy having your own personalized tarot reading. But let me know. And once again, I appreciate in advance any donations that you make. I hope that you have a blessed Halloween season. And I'll talk to you soon, beautiful souls. Bye.